My favorite Disney movie is Aladdin because I am a man of culture. Another friend of mine's favorite movie was Lilo and Stitch because it's just a dope movie. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. I'm disappointed in you all. You should know that. Hakuna Matata means no worries, you guys. It's no worries. I feel really bad for us that we've forgotten our roots. You have to have your roots. Remember where you come from. But one of my friends is a freaking weirdo. One of my friends said their favorite Disney movie was Pinocchio. And I said, huh? How? How is your favorite Disney movie Pinocchio? That movie is so strange. It's so creepy and weird. I don't understand it. The part that bothers me is because I have an overactive imagination. The story doesn't end for me when the credits roll. For me, the story ends when my brain leaves me alone. The problem with Pinocchio that bothers me the most is that I'm trying to fathom how Geppetto explains that he has a little boy in his house now. Like how does everybody not immediately get concerned that he just has a little kid? Like I just imagine one day Geppetto's like doing his thing, still woodworking, somebody comes into his shop, ding-a-ling-ling, hey Geppetto, the rest of the village sent me over here to talk to you about something. He's like, yes, what is it? We were wondering, who's this kid? Who's this little boy you got running around the house? Oh, that's my son. Oh, you have a son. That's crazy. Honestly, we never seen you with a woman, Geppetto. That's kind of sick. Like, we didn't even know you had a girlfriend, let alone a wife. How'd you get a son? He's like, oh, it's a crazy story. It's like, so you do have a wife? No. Okay. Do you have a girlfriend? Nah. Did you sleep with a prostitute? Nope, not even a little bit. Okay, Geppetto, and I'm gonna say this in the nicest way I can. How did you get this little boy? And Geppetto's like, well, it's a crazy story. You know how I've been alone for years working on wood, and I'm kind of weird in that way, that's all I do all day and night with no one around. Yeah. So one day, in my loneliness, I thought, it would be interesting if I made a little boy out of wood. Yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to be able to like talk to something, like something alive, or like a human-like, Why didn't you just go talk to people? That's too much work. I know wood. I don't get people. So I just made a little boy, and at first it was working pretty well for old Geppetto. I was talking to the wooden boy. He wouldn't say anything back. I was like, it's okay. And then as a goof, one night I was talking to him, and then I kind of saw a really shiny star, and I was like, you know what? I wish he was real. That'd be pretty dope if he was a real little boy. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and you won't believe it, a fairy came down and made him like half real, like it gave it life. And so then I had this puppet boy, which was pretty dope. It's pretty much what I wished for. I was into it, but I had to keep him hidden inside because the times we live in. Like if I let him outside, then people are gonna have us both burned. Me for being a witch and him for being a sin against God. You know how that is. That is what we would do. Yeah, that is how you guys act. So I kept him hidden inside, but the scamp ran away one day, and through a series of unfortunate events, I almost drowned, he almost drowned, and we both got eaten by a whale. It was pretty crazy, but we survived it. And then the fairy decided to make him into a real boy, and that's how I have him in my house. Okay, let's say I believe that, like it's not insane. Really the bigger problem for me is, why is he dressed like that? Dressed like what? Dressed like what? Geppetto, do you see anybody else running around in tight lederhosen and white gloves? Geppetto, like, I don't know what kink that is, but that's somebody's kink, and I don't appreciate you putting it on a little boy. It's really concerning. Well, you're being weird about it. I just feel like, who wouldn't want a little boy, you put gloves on him to keep him pure, so he doesn't get his nice, pure flesh all touched and stuff. Okay, last question, Geppetto. What is our equivalent of 911? I guess the cop down the street, like the town sheriff. Why? No reason. I'll just be back in a little bit. And that's like Pinocchio in my head.